Buffalo Bills reportedly have their eyes on moving up in round one. And it doesn't surprise me. Look, if they're feeling heat, if they're feeling pressure to get some help for Josh Allen to make the team better, and you're starting to wonder, are we going to be here next year? And I'm sorry, it may make some folks nervous up there to have that articulated, but let's understand the industry that we're in, and we see it every year. Coaches get fired every year. GMs get fired every year. And one of the worst things you can do is be close but not close the deal. And you've got a franchise quarterback in Josh Allen. If you're thinking there's a chance we may not be here next year, why wouldn't you mortgage the future to make yourself better now?
Well, yeah, I hear you there. And you know, as we've discussed a lot towards the end of the season and to now, is they need some sizzle splash, type of players, right, Mike? We had those conversations a lot towards the end of the year. Just that, some of their big-time players don't measure up with some of the other big-time players that were in the Final Four of the AFC-NFC Championship game. So, they might need to make a move to get one of those type of guys. And, Matt Miller, I got great respect for him. I worked with him a little bit at Bleacher Report, right? He does know some people around football. But your point's real, too. It is misinformation time, and teams do use people. But sitting at 27, right? And let's just say they wanted a receiver, right? I don't know. 27's risky for one of the for sure things. For me, like the for sure things at the receiver position are the Zay Flowers from Boston College, the Jackson Smith and Jigba from Ohio State, and Quentin Johnson from TCU. They're not going to be on the board at 27. So if they want a receiver, they're going to have to move up. Jalen Hyatt might be on the board there, Mike, but Jalen Hyatt, the kid from Tennessee, he might not be everybody's cup of tea. He's kind of a straight liner, just fast. He's kind of thin. He's not going to break tackles and do all that. So he might not be what they're looking for. The other guys are a little bit more for sure well-rounded receivers. And, at 27, I don't think any of those three that I mentioned are going to be there.
And it's not just about finding a complement to Stephon Diggs, because we thought Gabe Davis was on the verge of becoming that guy after his 4 touchdown catches in the playoff game in 2021. He was a disappointment last year. When you have a Stephon Diggs that is drawing extra attention, it's a great opportunity for the number 2 to become basically a 1B, not just a number 2, and it didn't happen. But I think the Bills need to be thinking about life without Stephon Diggs, because I don't know how much longer he's going to be there. Every once in a while, there's still this simmering of Stephon Diggs possibly, and we saw it at the end of the playoff game against the Bengals.
Right.
I hadn't had a chance to really track this down. It's one of the things I've been meaning to look at, but somebody said that Diggs took all the Bills logos off his Instagram page not that long ago, and we know that guys use social media to send messages. I just think the Bills need to be developing another number 1. And it'd be great to have Diggs and future number 1 together, but within the next 2 or 3 years, that guy that they would take now is going to be the number 1, I think. I don't know how many more years Diggs is going to have in Buffalo, and he's already been around almost 10 years in the NFL. I think this is his 10th season. I think it was a 4th or 5th round pick in 2014, I think, maybe 2015, but he's getting close to 10 years in the NFL. So they need to be thinking about their future number 1 guy to pair with Josh Allen.
Yeah, agreed. I think it can do both, right? The future, add, depth and talent to the team right now. The other thought out there, Mike, is running back. Would they do that? I don't know. They did draft James Cook in the 2nd round last year, but are they looking to move up and get a Bijan Robinson from Texas or even Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama? I don't think that would be the case. I think receiver is the position I'd be looking at if I was Brandon Beane and the Bills and you're looking to trade up at 27. But regardless, it's interesting. And I think, as you're saying and I'm saying, it's not crazy. There's a part of me when I saw this, I went, I would think they're a little worried about being at 27 and do we have a big-time difference maker in the pass game or in the offense in general that'll be available for us there. Yeah, they're kind of on the cusp or on the borderline there, and I could see them wanting to make that move, Mike.
Stephon Diggs was a 5th-round pick in 2015. He turns 30 November 29. And, man, it's just like Where's the time go?
Oh, it's flying.
For these NFL careers, they go from 22 to 30 like that. And we love Stephon Diggs, and we hope he stays in Buffalo for years to come, but they have to be planning not just this year, not just next year, but beyond. And they need to have a number one option for Josh Allen well into the future. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. When we return, today's draft, looking at current players that we think could play both ways in today's NFL. We'll do that when PFT Live continues right after this. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.